We got probation, we got corrections. We can't forget about them this year.
Well, we've done corrections. We know we got to do more. And again, that's just a practical insight. I mean, we were losing people in corrections to like Wawa and some of this stuff, right? And like, honestly, if you can, I mean, like, have you ever had Wawa subs? It's pretty good. If you can make more money at Wawa, and you don't have to worry about some felon assaulting you, or at least not as I mean, like, you understand why people do that. So yeah, we've done a lot. We supplemented. You know, we proposed more this year, and we'll continue to do that.
Thank you. And don't forget, many members in here and on the executive board, we were the first ones to endorse the governor for his first race when everybody else kind of sat back. We knew you were going to be a winner, okay? This is for the First Lady. How do you encourage young people who are considering careers in public service to take the next step?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think the first thing I would say is just get out and go try to do an internship and try to get involved and go learn more. You know, you're going to learn a lot in school. Hopefully you know, apply yourself, you get good grades, you do the best job that you can. But I wouldn't be sitting here if it weren't for internships and the opportunities to be able to go out and kind of get my hands dirty and figure out what I liked and what I didn't like. And a quick story, I had a chance, this was about a month ago, that I went on a ride-along with FHP with the illegal immigration folks. You want to talk about, now that was fun. I got to sit in the front seat. I got to play with all kinds of technology. It was really cool. I was impressed that he could drive a little bit and, you know, press the computer, but keep focused, 10 and 2. It was great. But they said at one point in time, they're like, do you want to cuff somebody? I said, excuse me? I said, I don't know. I'll try, so, you know, whatever. And they go, you know what? And this was like a guy who had an active warrant for meth or whatever, so it was fine. So they said, well, okay, maybe not cuff, because they could tell I was a little bit like apprehensive. I have never done that before. And then they said, well, maybe double cuff him. I thought, well, what in the heck does that mean? I'm going to double cuff him, and then they give me a stick. I'm like, what do I do with this stick thing? So there's some pretty funny photos that I'll put out there at some point in time showing me, I'm going to land the plane and get to the point of the story in a second, but getting, you know, doing all of this, and, you know, it was really just like a dose of reality of what law enforcement, what you guys have to deal with every single day. Because, you know, when I'm getting out of the car, you know, this guy is already in handcuffs, but just imagine what you guys are rolling up on all the time. You have no idea what somebody has in their car or on their persons, or if they're going to come after you, or you don't know. And it just was like, for me, it was so, you know, just, and I've done these before, and it's a constant reminder of just you guys putting yourselves in harm's way for the betterment of the community and for us and for families, for my kids, for our family, for people across the state. And it's very admirable. So long-winded way of saying, you know, if there are folks out there that want to be able to get involved in something, the honorable profession of law enforcement, just go out there and get your hands dirty and learn and realize how, I think, really rewarding and special of a profession it is.
Thank you, First Lady.